Zomato is becoming an online payment aggregator. And we say, what? Zomato is a food delivery app, and why would it need an RBI node to get a payment aggregator tag? I want to decode this in short video today. Three things. One, what does a payment aggregator means? What does it mean for Zomato shareholders? And how Zomato going to have a strategic advantage with having an online payment aggregator approval or license from RBI, and also we'll cover the fundamental analysis along with the technical analysis. As you know, we look at complete review of Zomato as a whole. No recommendations. Let's get cracking. It's going to be very interesting to the point video. So watch till the end. So Zomato has. I will just turn off my camera so that we can focus on the video. So Zomato has, got an online payment aggregator approval, and you can see this was the recent announcement they have done um, on the bourses, where they said that they have been issued, where they it can be aggregator of prepaid insurance, prepaid instruments, and payment aggregator. And don't get overwhelmed with it because there's too much going on. Let me explain you what is payment aggregator means. Okay, so as you can know, this is kind of a simplistic diagram. You have a customer who wants to order food, or because whenever you're ordering food there's always a payment involved, and the payment aggregators are the ones who basically connect the payers bank and the merchant bank, and try and do this through the escrow, and using the India stack, which is NPCI payment gateway. So this is a simplistic example. You can watch this and pause the video and have a look at the diagram, but overall there are different players here. So what is Zomato doing is Zomato has been always using third party for payment aggregators. Now they have become a payment aggregator. And if you look at it in a simplistic way, payment aggregators today are Razorpay, CC Avenue, Cash Free, PayU. You must have used this today in any form and shape if you are in India. And there are different solutions available, banks which are available here. And there are different net banking solution, card processing, UPI apps, wallets. So they're different providers. So payment aggregators sit between the e-commerce side and the payment uh, the banks, and that is the whole payment gateway. So if you look at it in simplistic diagram or simplistic definition, payment aggregators are the entities that enable e-commerce website, mobile app, and merchant to accept various payment instrument from customer for completing their payment obligation without the need of a merchant to create a separate payment. So imagine, you don't want every merchant to start creating payment gateways, right? And they, in this process, they will receive the payments from the customer, create a pool, transfer them to the merchant, and in a certain time period. So in that means, I will explain you, this is very important, keep a note of this. And uh, there's different players here, payment gateways and payment aggregators. But what is important here to understand, the payment aggregators are the ones who can net the transaction. So let's say for a particular merchant, you got uh, 10 transactions, you can net them up and transfer it at one go in the later in the evening. That can also happen, or they can do it real time basis. So in the meantime, they can charge their fees in between and get some dollar value there as well. So that's kind of a model payment aggregator, and RBI specifically give the payment. You must be asking this question, hey, why you need aggregators, right? We have when we have banks. So aggregators basically are they kind of enablers, because RBI wants to control those people who can be aggregators, because you need to go through the application process. So they have the right appropriate technology, and also they will be doing the know your customer, and all other regulations will come into play for them. And they basically sit in between the service provider who was who are seeking customer access to the customer, and customers are looking for simplified solutions. As you can see, they're looking for embedded finance. So I don't want to go into technical because that's not a purpose, because I know some of my audience are going to go technical, because I'm a fintech professional. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I will request you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because I keep getting more and more videos like that, and also help others who are interested in such videos as well. So they basically provide the government support on this. So this is a simplistic diagram. Again, this all information I'm taken from internet, researched it, so you can get it all in one place. So let me now go back. So I hope you got the value or understanding of what payment aggregators are and what is their role. And if you look at it, this is what I was talking about, the know your customer, and this is where cryptocurrency exchange and all of them are using as a becoming a payment aggregators, and Razorpay, Pine Labs, Cash Free, iPay, they all got a clearances as a payment aggregators. Okay, and they have to basically um, do all the KYC related regulations. So moving on, what is this? Does it mean for Zomato as a whole? Right? You must be saying as a shareholder, if you are, again, no recommendations, and I may have the position Zomato, so I might be biased, but I'm sharing with you in a pure perspective of why Zomato has gone into this space of acting as an aggregator. Now, what does it mean for Zomato? Is a industry like you have they've been using all the time, like Tata Pay or Razorpay and all of this, and every transactions they requires payment gateway or the aggregator to pass through. So by allowing this, they will be able to have an in-house unified payment gateway. They got this service as well, and Zomato Pay both peer-to-peer merchant transactions, so they don't have to depend on any of the third party where they might be sharing some fees. So that can help in terms of improving the bottom line. And in terms of and also they can have some kind of innovative solution. Again, this is my perspective, like having a prepaid payments vouchers and all that, so they can do all of that when they are aggregator. And when you look at Zomato's journey in the digital payment space, because after all, these Zomato is a platform business which has a payment as an integral part. So they have to make sure they want to reduce the dependency on the third party application like Paytm, PhonePay, and Google Pay. So now they can have default as Zomato Pay, where they can use that, and again, if you are using third party, they will also have those transactions, what's happening, and they can, it'll be some of the information which is more um, can be in terms of when you're sharing this information, they can gather reverse engineer and see what's happening from Zomato point of view. So they mean that is also kind of an advantage they will get along with that without having a dependency on third party or maybe sharing any kind of fee structure with them. And also, I think one of the things is that they can start doing a prepaid, which will be discounted food payment vouchers or possibly like that. This is something which I'm thinking out of the box here. A lot of basically at the end of the day, there will be many such possibilities will come in as and when they have the right licenses, and more they get into it, their mode becomes stronger, and they will have and again, they're only duopoly right now. You have Zomato and Swiggy. Rest all got decimated because of the competition and the profitability. And now Zomato as a whole have recently done a strategic tie-up or collaboration with ICICI Bank to provide the unified payment UPI, which Unified Payment Interface of India Stack, called Zomato UPI. Okay, and this will basically I mentioned already reducing the third-party dependency. So that's what it is. Another one which is more important to understand is their strategic. So they're looking for again the innovation coming through is the multiple things they can think through once they have license. They don't have to depend on those third-party apps to do and deliver that because they might have their own constraints, and and again they might be also dealing with your competitors. So you want to make sure that you have all that in place, and having that they can also become emergent and offer third party apps for others to come and start doing the transactions, so that can become another business line as well for Zomato. Now, I this is what strategic meaning for Zomato it means. Now, I want to share with you some of the technical aspect, what the price action talks about, and then we go through the fundamentals, and then we go through the overall where does it look like from technical point of view, technical chart as well, which is as of this weekend. So let's get moving for the third part of this video. If you haven't, again, urge you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do subscribe it, hit the notification bell, and share with your friends and family. Let everybody be part of the peaceful weekend investing because I want to make your investing journey not only profitable, wealth creating, but also peaceful. That's the whole idea. So Zomato from last when it closed, it just had less than 1% downtick. But overall, if you look at 5 days, they had the Zomato was up almost 8.36%, and 1 month the stock has just been close to flat 6.57%, and 6 month has been whopping 60%. Zomato up, but if you go through 1 year, Zomato stock is 188.39% up from the lows of 50s. Now, Zomato has been so much talked about in terms of everybody's using it, but one can also look at how the stock is performing and can also look at those companies when you're looking at investing. That's kind of Peter Lynch style. But again, the reason why Zomato moved up so much, and last 5 years again they don't have too much data, so it's just kind of had this valley which is there because it had this because they were not profitable on the interest rate going down, so there was some issues, and then thereafter no looking back after Jan 2023 the stock has just given to close to 200%, and reason why they have done that is because of this. Now we have to track this company quarter by quarter. You don't want to check it in yearly basis because they're just turning positive recently, and just moment of they've seen there's a green shoot of profitability. um, there is, and you can see there's just zero point zero 0.04 earning per share. If you're owning, if you have 100 shares of Zomato, that means your earning will be 102.04. That is what you will be, that will be your earning out of all the Zomato shares. So just keep that in mind. But it is important is just they were slightly positive and the stock has been rewarded close to and 200%, and now some smart investors already knew that, and that's where the price went, and then the positive news flow came in and then it started moving up. Now what does it mean going forward? I think Zomato is this is a bar chart, and this is a weekly chart because I want to look at weekly basis to understand what's going on. After it was IPO'd around August, it was just languishing around and it was basically having a complete downfall. And thereafter, it had a double bottom formation, one and two, and then moment it turned from here, you can see from 70 to 136, it's just one way rally up. It has shown some good resilience in price action. It has gone to, if you follow just simply, and this is the moving average of 10 and 30, and you just follow that and you would have made it more peacefully. The money from 60 to 136, you don't have to follow you know too complicated method, and that's what peaceful weekend investing is all about. Just simply this 10 and 30 weekly, and you can see the stock has been respecting that 10 moving averages. This is blue is 10 moving average 10 weeks, and this is 30 moving average 30-week moving average. And if I take you through a daily chart, it can even give you more clear perspective that moment it was around 55, you can see it kept on dancing, and again in stock market is very clear, it revert to mean happens. As soon as it moves away from 10, we can see it reverts back to mean, goes up, and it just keeps going up and down, and in the same fashion it just moved up, but it kept on respecting 30-day moving average very beautifully so far. And there was a bit of it, but you have to see it from the light of not bookish. It was the volumes were very low, and it just all the selling came into selling was absorbed, and the stock moved up. And you just have to respect that and keep holding on to it. If you're, you know, if you have a position and want to do that, I will leave it to you and your your financial advisor. I just wanted to share this video to explain you about what Zomato is doing for the payment aggregator business. What does it mean to you? And we have covered that in detail. I will request you last one, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and very much thankful for taking your time here and watching this video. And given that I have a Facebook mastermind, if you go in here, uh, https is bhatia.co/Facebook, you'll be able to part of the uh, investing peaceful weekend investor mastermind, where I keep sharing a lot of insights. If you want to be joining my Telegram, which is a VIP Telegram group, where I can easily share it because videos sometimes take time, and I keep sharing some of the insights there. If you want to be part of it, this is Shivendra Bhatia here, signing off for today, and hope this was useful. Write in comment box below what was one thing you enjoyed in this video or learned from it. I will love to hear your comments. Thank you. Bye bye.